people age 65 and over, how they were starting to migrate once they retired into direct selling companies. And they started calling it YOUeconomy. So I've kind of been watching for a while, and then when this came out, oh boy, this is great. But in reality, I don't call it the YOUeconomy, I call it the me economy. Because really what the me economy is about is it's about me. It's about me not having to go to work 9 to 5. It's about me not having to have a boss. It's about me having more time with my family. It's about me having more money, or keeping a big part of it. So that really is what the me economy or the YOUeconomy is all about, is bettering your own life, getting more time, freedom, and more money. And there are a few things that have come to pass to make this possible. The fact that we even have a YOUeconomy now is kind of, well, it's a progression from about 60 years ago when Amway came into being. A lot of people saw Amway as an opportunity to do exactly what the YOUeconomy is all about, and that was to get more time, freedom, and make more money. And it worked. Using slide edge principles, over this past 60 years, this thing has compounded, compounded, compounded. Now all of a sudden, not only have they realized there's an economy out there, but they have studied it, there are studies about it, and now they've named it. And once you name it, we all know it never goes away. So we now have a YOUeconomy, and it's going to be around, and it's going to get bigger, and it's going to primarily take over. It will never encompass everybody. It can't. We don't want it to. Nobody else can build our cars. We're all in business for ourselves. So we certainly have to have the other stuff. But the YOUeconomy is really kind of significant, and from this magazine and from this publication, it states that 1/3 of all U.S. adults have earned money via the YOUeconomy. And what that simply means is they had a side stream of income, most of them. But when you start talking about 1/3 of the U.S. adults, that's a lot of people that are in these types of businesses. Then it goes on to say that by the year 2020, that number will be 50%. 1/2 of all the U.S. adults will have an income stream from the YOUeconomy. So that's a lot of people too. So also within the next 5 years, we will see an additional 47 million Americans join the YOUeconomy. I don't know about you, but I wanted my piece of that. So what the publication does is highlight, and you can see them on the cover, a few companies. What we're trying to say is the YOUeconomy is not about a brick and mortar business. It's not about just simply saying I'm going to be self-employed and go and buy a franchise. It costs a lot of money, you've got to have a lot of capital, you've got to spend a great deal of time there, you don't make any money for about 5 years, and you die young. So that's the antithesis of the YOUeconomy. But Uber was the first one. It's a platform under which a person can just take the car they're driving right now and become a taxi. It doesn't take any money, it doesn't take anything, but they can do that. Then Etsy. Etsy, I think, is where you can go online and sell like crafts and stuff like that you produce. Then there's TaskRabbit. Let's just say you've got a plumbing problem, you post that on TaskRabbit, and then you'll get bids from people it's kind of like Angie's List on steroids, if you will. And then there's Upwork. Upwork is where you can actually become a contract worker at home, be it data entry for companies or answering the telephone or that type of thing. A couple of things that are uncommon with all 4 of those, and really with all companies like them, and they're negative, and that is there's no upper income. You're not really unlimited as to what you can earn, primarily because you're not duplicatable, and there's no residual income. So then the last one they came up with was Nerium. And Nerium represented, what they're using Nerium to do is represent the entire body of direct selling companies. So the reason they picked Nerium is obvious, not because we paid for it, but simply because of the achievements and what Nerium promises for the future and the opportunities it offers. But it says in this publication that these are my slides, I'm sorry, that says that network marketing is the most attractive of all of the companies, all the types of companies in the YOUeconomy. And then it goes on for the next 3 pages and it talks about nearing. And again, we did not pay for that. But hang on one second here. Okay. So what they also say, I mean, obviously they said there's 47 million new people coming into this business. They say that direct selling is the most enticing of the group of companies. And of course then they pick Miriam as being the top of the food chain in that realm. And I don't think anybody here is going to disagree with that. So if that's the fact, then 47 million people are going to come in. Miriam is certainly going to get its share of those people, right? So what percentage is that? Who knows? It really doesn't make any difference. Let's just say it's 1%. So over the course of the next 5 years, 470,000 people are going to join Miriam using those numbers. Does that sound outlandish? Maybe. Mary Kay's got 5 million people. So 470,000 over the next 5 years is not that big a deal. So yes, it could very well happen. So and to finish up on this, I really want to, well, the question obviously is, should you become part of the YOUeconomy? All of us in here who are brand partners are already part. If you're a guest, the question is, should you be? Well, if 47 million people are going to join it, I would say that you should certainly take a look at it. But the question I want to leave you with is this. Assuming that there's going to be 470,000 people join Nearing over the next 5 years, do you, if you're a guest, want to sign up under number 469,999? Or do you want to pull the trigger and have 469,999 people available for you to sign? That's the question.